Welcome back. Today, we're looking at that feeling. The quiet ache when a friendship starts to fade. It's something that really hits you listening to Shadows Between Us.
Yeah. It's his folk rock ballad, female singer, and it paints such a picture.
It really does. So, for this deep dive, we want to unpack how this song tackles those fractured bonds, that sense of lost connection, and maybe surprisingly, that little spark of hope that hangs on.
Absolutely. And right from the start, the contrast is striking, isn't it?
Yeah.
We held the sky with open hands, drew our names in the shifting sand. There's this huge sense of possibility almost.
Yeah.
Uh, Innocence.
Yeah, like anything was possible together. But then, bam, now we walk with colder eyes. It tells you immediately something fundamental has changed.
It's such a shift. In verse 1, it keeps doing that. You get these intense moments, laughed in storms, this one shared spark, real connection.
But then it slips. Time moved in with quiet weight, and kindness faded. It wasn't some big explosion, just this slow erosion.
That phrase, quiet wait, that really resonates. It's how distance can just sort of pile up small things, small neglects, until suddenly there's this gap.
Like kindness just
Yeah.
evaporating.
Yeah, exactly. Then the pre-chorus, it shifts to memory, but it's tinged with pain now. I still hear the songs we sang, but they echo now with blame.
Oof, that hurts, right? How something joyful becomes a source of sadness later on.
It's so telling. And the blame, it doesn't feel like pointing fingers, more like a shared regret, maybe.
Yeah.
Asking what went wrong between the notes of those old songs.
Yeah, a sense of loss. And then the chorus lands with that big central image, shadows between us, wide as the sea, that scale of separation.
It's huge. And the question, how did the wind change so quietly? I mean, that's the core of it, isn't it? That mystery of the slow drift.
Totally. It's often not one big thing, just these tiny shifts, like you said, like the wind changing direction, almost without you noticing.
Right. And notice how it flips between brother and sister in the different choruses. It shows this feeling isn't limited to just one type of close relationship. It can happen anywhere.
Good point. And after all that distance, you still get, but I still dream. That hope just refuses to die.
That's the human part, isn't it? Okay, so verse 2 dives deeper into that distance. Whispered words become stone.
And building walls we call our own. That suggests we kind of participate in creating the distance, maybe without meaning to.
Yeah, there's an element of self-protection maybe that turns into isolation, and memories fading to a gray goodbye. It's like the color draining out.
Not a fiery ending, just gray.
Exactly. The second pre-chorus, it echoes the first, but now there's fear mixed in with a lost piece. Still, though,
Still that hope. But deep down, I still believe in the bond we used to weave.
that idea of a woven bond, it implies something intricate, strong. Even if it's frayed, the structures may be still there, potential for repair.
Then the bridge looks ahead, tentatively. Maybe the years will melt the frost. Maybe not all hope is lost. It's not certain, but it's possible.
Yeah, the maybe. It acknowledges time might heal, might give perspective, but it doesn't promise anything, keeps it real.
Right. And then that final chorus. There's a subtle change, but it feels huge. Shadows between us, but still I see a light that's calling both you and me.
That's the key shift, isn't it? That light calling both. It introduces this idea of a mutual pull, maybe a shared longing. It's not just one person dreaming anymore.
Exactly. And then the directness of, and I've been missing you so long, it makes it so much more vulnerable, more real.
Adds that emotional punch right at the end. And the outro just leaves you with that repeated line.
I still dream. It just hangs there, emphasizing that stubborn hope, the way these connections linger, even when they seem broken.
So, I mean, what this song does so well is capture that whole complex package, doesn't it? The pain of the distance, the confusion about how it happened.
And that very human need to hope for reconciliation, even when things look pretty bleak.
Yeah, even across that wide sea of shadows.
It definitely makes you pause and think, doesn't it, about the quiet wins in our own lives, the ones that can shift relationships. And maybe wonder if, even with shadows, there's still some shared light to find, something to reflect on.